This is my story. My story is inspiring. My story is authentic. This is my final crash course after 10-year period. And over the last 10 years, I've helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people become financially free. You know, I started from nothing. I've made millions of pounds in property, but I still believe that property is not the best investment. I believe that better than crypto, better than gold, better than property, the best investment is what? Is yourself.
So today is the final ever live crash course, and it actually feels really weird because I still remember the early ones, and to think that this is the final one that you're ever going to do, Samuel, is just crazy.
The thing is, it's the end of an era. People are coming from all over the country. They're also coming from different countries, Ireland, Scotland, sometimes even Europe, sometimes America, Dubai. So it makes sense to make it easier for people. And why am I speaking to camera when I'm completely undressed? What is going on? Anyway, in 1 minute, my intro man goes on stage and does a 5-minute introduction and gets me on stage. So I need to quickly get dressed and then we need to go.
Remember when you used to wear suits?
Yeah, I did. I used to wear suits. That's mad. Back in like the early, 2010s, you would just wear a suit. It was normal. But then I slowly stopped jeans and blazer.
Yeah,
and now I've slowly got to just jeans and t-shirt. When I started out in property, 2009, I used to hide my car because it was a really cheap K8. This was before we met. I used to hide it because I was embarrassed of it because it was so cheap. Now, I'm in a really nice car, I hide it because it makes it difficult to negotiate. How am I going to negotiate on a house? And be like, oh, that's a bit expensive. I need to come back when I'm there in a really expensive car. It's the same with suits. It's just human to human, not B2B, not B2C, H to H, human to human. Amanda, let's go now. Right now, you can always come back up. Right, ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Samuel became a cash millionaire at 25, very, very impressive.
How are you feeling, Ben?
Just totally normal. Listen, how long did Jesus spend doing his ministry? 3 years. I've been doing crash courses now for 10 years. I'm now at the end of my crash course, traveling around the country. We got 4 kids. I'm at the end of that era.
I'm looking forward to having you not leave.
Yeah, because that's another thing, working hard, and like, I'm happy to stay in the office until midnight, but at least getting into your own bed. Hey guys.
Morning. Hey guys.
Morning.
Money to make money and involved in property. So exactly the best strategy. What does Samuel have to say about that? That's in property, but we can't do it. Come on.
John, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Hello.
Is that Amanda here?
Yeah, she is, yeah. That's what's going to happen, bro. Are you mentoring today, are you? Pardon? Or are you just here for the vibes?
Just hanging.
Fair enough. I can't have somebody else on stage. I'm just itching now to get on. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm here now. Get off the stage. Didn't come to see you. Hopefully, any minute now. Gone 10:15. I could have just slept another 5 minutes. Andy, what's going on over with you ladies then? You've never met? 2 ladies in my life who've never met each other? But you know Jack though, don't you?
Yeah, I know Jack.
You know Jack, yeah.
Jack's not my husband. Pretty much is my husband.
All right, listen, I might not remember your husband, but I remember your deals. And you've got an apartment block in Coventry.
Wow.
So there we go. No, I wouldn't be able to grow. I won't be able to grow my business without having Amanda. Amanda does a hell of a lot behind the scenes, and also she supports me and stands there like this. I'll make a load of mess and then I'll just leave it behind, and she sweeps it up. Can somebody get him off the stage now? It's supposed to be until I get here. And guess what? I'm here.
He's like, I've got my script and I'm sticking to it.
So happy you can do it. You've every interviewed his students in the children's school because Samuel built 2 school students.
I think you got the message. How many booked on?
About 3.
No.
6:45 complete.
6:45. There's probably going to be about 300 in the room, isn't there? 645 people booked on and only 300, even less, like 296 right now in the room. That is less than a 50% show up rate.
It's more than London.
Yes.
And that's more than London. You know what that is? That is a joke, isn't it? If everybody showed up, we physically couldn't hold them in the room.
Yeah.
I know we wouldn't be able to, but we just know that they won't.
Are you guys excited to hear what Samuel's got to say today? Are you excited? Yeah.
Let me go get mic'd up. Jack, appreciate you, man. Mando, I'm going to get started now, so come on in, sweet pie.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding for the one, the only, Mr. Samuel Leeds!
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Grab a seat. Grab a seat. Well, firstly, thank you so much to Tony. Thank you so much to you guys showing up. I believe that 80% of success is just showing up, being in the right place at the right time. So I wish I could just pat you on the back and say, congratulations for being here, but there's too many of you. So why don't you just pat your neighbour on the back and say, well done for being here. Well done for being here. Amazing. So every time we run a crash course, it's always a little bit different because I don't have a big slideshow. I tend to just share what's going on in the news, what's going on in the world, what are the cutting edge strategies right now to make money as fast as possible, how to secure deals, where to find them. Then I'll take some questions from you guys and then I'll just jump on the internet and I'll go online and I'll start finding deals. I can give you a big, thick manual of everything you need to know, but that's like reading a book and thinking you can drive. You can't. People say, oh, but why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to travel out to a crash course and give up all your time when you can just watch YouTube videos? Well, because you can't learn to drive from watching YouTube videos. Imagine if you were about to have heart surgery and the doctor said, don't worry, I watched a YouTube video on this. You're not going to put your life in that person's hands. True or false? Thank you. Just about every institution has attacked me. I've been attacked by national press. I've been attacked by the government. I've been attacked by the banks. And here I am, still here, still teaching the same old stuff, still helping people become financially free every single day. There is a mass exodus of people leaving their jobs, escaping the rat race, and becoming financially free. And you're here to join, so congratulations. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. This is the thing. Buying a house and renting it out is dead. But renting a property and then doing it as serviced accommodation is alive. So you can do rent-to-rent serviced accommodation, which would be where you rent the property out to contractors, you rent the property out to relocators, tourists, depending on what's fitting. This is too easy, by the way. It's unregulated. Or you can rent it out HMO. HMO is regulated. HMO is simply when you rent a property and you rent it out room by room. Let me tell you the easiest type of HMOs to do a rent-to-rent on. HMOs that are existing HMOs. Like, look, someone give me an area. Bristol. Right. So if we go to Bristol, if I find all the HMOs in Bristol, spareroom.co.uk. These are all the rooms. If I type in Bristol, and I go, rooms, BAP, 1,000 results. In Bristol, beautiful house. Now, he wants £650 per room. And it's a nice property, that. Nice. So he wants about £3,250. Ivan, I'm ringing about your rooms. Can I come view? Yes. Come tonight. Just so you know, are they all available? Yes. The advert's just gone live. I want to rent the whole house. Oh. No. It's not $650 for the whole house. That's just for one room. I get it, Ivan. I want to rent the whole house. We can talk figures when I get there. I get there, and Ivan goes, look, if you want to rent the whole house, you're going to have to pay me $650 per room. And I said, Ivan, if I rent the whole house, I'll pay the bills, I'll pay the maintenance, you'll have a corporate let with me on a long lease, but I need to give me a deal. How about I'll give you $2,500 for the whole house? But I'll pay the bills, I'll pay the maintenance, I'll pay everything. And I'm just on a viewing. I just met the guy. He goes, that won't work. It would need to be, because if he'd rented it for $650 a room, he'd have got like, I think it was like 4,000 something, right? He goes, I need at least 3,000. I said to him, okay, here's how you negotiate. Okay, I'll give you 3,000 on the condition that you pay the bills. And the bills are about 500 quid, so it's no different to my offer. But he goes, it would be easier if the bill stayed in my name. So I said, perfect. This is what you say now to get a deal. Most people are scared to get a deal. So a close would be, here's the contract, I just need you to sign here. Now I can't say that to the guy, I've just met him. I've just made him an offer and he said, okay, it could work. So now I need to do something called pre-close. Pre-close is consent to close. You ask the question, hey, what else do you need from me before you make a decision? Is there anything that we've not covered? Is there anything you need from me? Now, they'll say, oh yeah, I need this, this, this. Then you go, okay, bum, bum, bum. Is there anything else you need? No, there's nothing else. Great, so you're happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Perfect. Just need you to sign here. People can't do this. They're incompetent. They don't teach this in school. So I said to Ivan, what do you need from me? And do you know what he said? He said the usual. I just need you to send me an email. What do you say when they say that? Here's what you say. No, always agree with them. Don't disagree. Yeah, I can send you an email. Ivan, what do you need me to put on the email? I need a copy of the contract and I'll go through it. I'll get back to you. No problem. In fact, Ivan, I've got one now. I've got a copy of the contract right here. Bang. Always be prepared. And then he's like, oh, shit. Then I start going over the contract with him. And then he says, oh, I need a deposit though. It says here that there's no deposit. I need a deposit. I said, now, Ivan, here's the thing. You will get, what's the reason for a deposit? To make sure the property's safe. I'll take the deposits. You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure the tenants pay deposits. In fact, let me add it to the contract. Initial, there we go. Ooh, I did speak to my wife. There's only 21 objections you can get. You think, oh, there's all these things that can say. Nah, there's 21. And if you just learn the 21 things, you can overcome every objection you get. So this is only to speak to my wife. What are you going to say? What I say when they say that is I say, no problem, what do you think she'll say? And then they say, I think she'll say that she wants to get a deposit. I think she'll say that she wants to sleep on it. I think she'll say, that's not what she said, that's what he's saying. Ivan, let me ask you a question. Yeah? Do you like the idea in principle? Does it make sense to get £3,000 a month from one person as opposed to just managing it all yourself? Yeah, I think it makes sense. All right, perfect. And listen, I know we've just met, but the contract is very clear. If I don't pay, then it terminates the contract. Are you happy with the contract? Yeah, I am happy. All right, perfect. And Ivan, I know we only just met, but am I the kind of person that you'd be comfortable doing business with? Oh, I'm not really sure. So now I'm finding out what he's thinking. He don't trust me because he just met me. Cool. Ivan, I understand that we just met. What do you need from me to give you that confidence? What do you need from me? And you know what he goes? He said, I just need to know that you're going to look after the property. I just need to know that you're going to actually pay me the rent. And I looked him in the eye and I went, Ivan, I'm going to look after it. And he went, okay. I said, is there anything else you need from me? He said, no. I said, I just need you to sign here. Confidence. Jesus would tell people, you, follow me. And they'd follow. Why? Was it a great script? No. Authority, confidence, mentality. He signed the contract. He goes, what happens now? I said, I just need the keys. He said, but I've got another viewing in like 5 minutes. I said, that's my viewing. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm taking the whole house off you, so if this new tenant's looking around, I need to show him around because he's armed with the point of contact. It's my tenant. He went, I don't know what just happened.
Energy is absolutely
it's all about the
unmatched.
energy. Yeah.
It makes you feel so motivated it's just incredible.
It's been very inspirational.
The best £1 I've ever spent.
we are optimisms by nature. We always assume we can't wait to finish this because the next stage will be better. Guess what? I've got news for you. It's not. It's not. It's a lie. And ultimately, can't wait, one day, dead.
This is the last ever Samuel Leeds Crash Course, so he's been doing them for about 10 years now. Started in Birmingham, finished in Birmingham.
Ready to become financially free.
Now, after lunch, what we're going to do is I'm going to get you guys on your phones actually finding live deals. Then we're going to role play with you. I'm going to get you to pretend that you're phoning the letting agent or phoning the landlord, and I'm going to hear some of you and listen to what you would say if you called them, and I'm going to give you bespoke feedback. While you're on your lunch break, I want you to be not having a break. I want you to be networking. I want you to be beginning to start looking for opportunities.
It's a shame for anyone that's never seen you live because you're so good on stage. Even me, do you remember when I used to come to all the crash courses? Even though I'd come every time, it was still interesting and still fun. Because I remember when I went to see JT Fox and I came back and said to you, oh, he's such a dick, he's so awful, he's rude, he's this.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'd think that about you, but I don't know. Because he, at the time, similar to you when you've been so hard on someone. But because I know you and I know the training works and it's for real, I can believe and I know why you're so passionate, but I can imagine some people being a bit offended, like, oh. I think it's because the way you are, it wouldn't sell to me. So you're too savage for me. It'd be too much for me. But then I think some people need your, get up, why are you still sitting down? Stand up. And I love how you keep, and I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, relating yourself to Jesus. It's like, oh, hail Samuel. He's like, Jesus only did his ministry for 3 years. I've been doing mine for 10. I'm like, okay. Jesus was hated, he was persecuted. 1 minute I'm Jesus in the media, 1 minute I'm Satan in the media. I'm just like, oh my, it's quite funny.
But Jesus did say, if they hated me, they should hate you.
Yeah.
He's my example.
Yeah.
I am trying to be like Jesus.
No, it's just
He's my
funny.
hero, my example, my saviour.
Yeah, he's the best example. It's just funny. Well, I always say you're funny on stage. You're like a comedian almost. Funny without trying to be funny. It's just really engaging though. It's not boring to watch.
Aww.
So basically, you're a nice, sweet, funny, overly aggressive Jesus. That's what we've learned.
Hello, it's Samuel Leeds. I've just been speaking to Phil and he said to give you a buzz.
Oh, hi Samuel. Thanks for calling me back. Could I possibly give you a ring back in an hour? Is that okay?
Yeah? All right, no worries. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Samuel. Bye-bye.
That's the Daily Express. They want to do an interview with me. They're quite cool, the Daily Express, though. They're quite a big paper. So.
Yeah, they are. I still can't believe that you sat down with Nigel Farage. That is crazy.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
It is crazy, and it happened so fast.
Samuel Leeds, author, property investor, landlord influencer. That's quite a title, isn't it? Now, I think you're one of these people already that you've been in the buy-to-let game, but you've been letting property go.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the point where I own 96 buy-to-let houses, and then I've had to change my entire business plan because it doesn't make sense. Hi, sorry, are you actually free now? Sorry to mess you around. No, that's no worries, yeah.
I have a free 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine, I'm around.
Oh, thank you so much. Just before I get into anything, would you mind if I record the conversation?
That's absolutely fine.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. I like to check these things because you never know.
This call will be recorded.
Fab. I saw your video that you posted on social media and then your appearance in GB News, and I thought it would be really great to get your perspective on what happened and to why you chose to turn down the money.
He's a self-made entrepreneur, worked his way up, built a successful business.
Government should support people like him.
And yet he's being hammered by it.
And last year, I paid £8 million in tax and didn't get a Christmas card, a thank you, just got hammered, persecuted.
you buy a house, you rent it out for £1,000 a month, and your mortgage payments are £500 a month, you're left with £500 in your pocket. And that's called profit. And guess what? When you make profit, the government take their tax. £1,000 is your rent. That's what we call that your revenue. £500 in mortgage expense. That's your interest payments to the bank because you had to borrow to buy. And then £500 what's left, and you pay tax on that. And depending on how much of a higher rate taxpayer you are, will depend on how much tax you pay. You might pay 25, 30%, depends. But that's how it works. Now what they did a few years ago now is they said, from now on, you're not allowed to claim that against your profit. So in other words, instead of paying 20% tax on 500, they're now taxing landlords on the entire 1,000. This is meaning that previously, if you were making £500 and you were left with 300 in your pocket, now you've got to pay tax on the 1,000. So now you're making a couple £100 a month. The average landlord only makes £2,000 a year. If you've got 10 houses, 10! That's 20 grand a year. You're a working class person. And Keir says it's not going to increase taxes for working people. When that happened in 2017, a lot of landlords just sold. Some of them came to me and said, what do I do? And I went, don't worry, just do this. And they got rich. But some of them skipped the crash course. And now, I remember, if you're making £200 a month and a boiler breaks, made nothing. After they brought in this change and everyone started selling, guess who started buying all these houses from all these poor, struggling landlords? The banks, the governments, the big companies, the oil-owning firms from Abu Dhabi, the massive foreign institutions came in, bam, 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 start buying up. And companies in the UK.
Seeing people change their lives, some people I even they'll cry, and then next minute I'll see them after a couple of months, they made money through property, they were able to get out of that situation, and I just think it is amazing what Samuel's doing.
Wow, it's a wrap. Boom.
Feel?
Yeah, man, I feel good.
Are you sad?
I'm not sad in the slightest. Doing these crash courses is not just a lot of effort for me, it's a lot of effort for them. People have travelled from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, some people come from Europe. I reckon if I condense all of the crash course, but condense it into like a concise crash course in like an hour or two, and then let people just tune in for free all over the world, it makes it actually more accessible. What do you think?
I think you'll hit a lot more people.
Because although the crash course is only £1, it's not, because people have to travel, get hotels.
Be interesting to know the actual cost of attending a crash course, wouldn't it?
The cost of attending the crash course for most people is hundreds of pounds. People can't afford it. Let them come, man. Just let them come for free.
It's sad, but things evolve over time. Now we're going more virtual. We're not saying goodbye, we're just changing and adapting to modern day education.
It feels a bit surreal, and it feels like, is this really the last one? And I think for everyone that's been to the events, they've probably got a lot out of it and enjoyed it. I think there's something different about being live in person, but it's such a good vibe here today. The people that were supposed to be here have come over the years of, probably the right people to come, and I guess it's just the end of an era and the start of new things.
I mean, everything comes to an end. I've enjoyed the whole journey, property journey. I was a student myself, and I guess a little bit sad, but also, I guess, happy and looking forward to the next steps and seeing everyone's journey. I'm actually quite excited, yeah.
I was a window cleaner when I first started about 5.5 years ago. It wasn't in this exact venue, it was in the Holiday Inn around the corner. And I knew nothing about property, had no houses, no experience. And ever since I did the crash course, completely transformed my life. Now I've got 23 properties and have a multi-million-pound portfolio.
Oh, I'm so proud of Samuel and what he's achieved over the past 10 years because I truly, truly believe he's the best educator and teacher. He's so good, he's so engaging. The days are long, but people still sat there listening intently throughout. And I think it's such a gift because I think going to a property seminar can be something that's really, really boring, but he really makes it exciting.
I used to come down to all of the events. Even when I finished all my trainings as a student, I used to come and help out just to be in the environment. And then now, knowing that it's finished and it's the last one, a little bit sad, yeah.
Some people said to me in the break, Samuel, was it just a sales ploy? Is it actually the last one? Yeah, yes. Can record me saying that. I, Samuel Leeds, am finished.
We're here at the Samuel Leeds Academy graduation. So all of these members that you can see behind me have graduated from the academy. We're going to be finding out how much money they've made, how big they've built their businesses, and also I'm going to be coaching them on scaling up. Don't normally show this, but this is the behind the scenes at the academy graduation. Let's go. To make a start, come on through. You look fantastic, by the way. Hey, Colin, how are you, mate? Good to see you. What's good? Hey, mate. Well, good morning and welcome to the Academy graduation. Welcome. This is the first time we've done a graduation like this before. Well, the sun is shining and do training, networking, accelerate coaching. So we've got our team, our mentors are here. I'm going to be sharing stuff that I've never shared before. What does Maria do, guys? Law. So she helps people understand the law. Negotiations, good business. What does Sam do? Rent to rent. Is that what you said? Is that all you do? You sell deals. If you sell deals and do rent to rent, that's cool, but one will be the one. You might not know at first, in your first 6 months, because I've sold 6 deals over the last 6 months and I've got 3 rent to rents and they make about the same money, but realistically, which one of the businesses is the one?
SAs.
So in my opinion, I wouldn't do deal sourcing. I would scale your rent to service accommodation business and do bigger deals and become a smaller version of Premier Inn. What do you want as a business? You want a lot of what? Money? Yeah. But in order to get money, what do we need a lot of? A lot of what? Customers, clients. Yes. Do we want our clients to be satisfied customers? We want our customers to be waving fans. That is the key, or at least that's step 2 of the 7-step process to having a super successful business. How do you have raving fans? What does that look like? Well, I can give you many examples. I mean, the first thing that I'll say is in business is you want to make sure that you are continually asking your guests, asking your clients, asking your investors, asking whoever it is that's coming into your world. You want to ask them for feedback. At the moment, in terms of the economy, I think that the economy in the UK right now is struggling. I think that goes without saying. We're in an economic difficult time. People are struggling financially because the cost of living is going up and up. Wages are staying the same. But this is the thing. If you look through history and you see when did most people become millionaires? Well, they became millionaires during economic struggle. That's generally when successful people are made. That's when entrepreneurs true entrepreneurs are born.
12 deals so far since November, all mainly in South Wales. We're turning over roughly about 35 grand a month profit, and we're looking to scale to 20 deals towards the end of the year.
I've just had my most profitable month. So last month we did 12 grand profit. So that's a combination of deal sourcing and property management.
We have 7 service accommodation. We've just got our 8th. Then we rent the 7 here. We have some in Oxford. They turn over about 4k each. There's 2 there. And then the ones in Birmingham, we have it's almost like an apart hotel. They're all in a listed building. We turn over 2k profit on each of those.
After all costs and everything, we're getting around about £1,400 a month. I have a estate agent who manages it for me. So yeah, so it's very passive.
Yeah, outrageous. That's how you blow up.
You're a deal sourcer.
Yeah.
And how's it feel?
Good. I feel like a relief already that I've got that plan in mind.
I think the best thing about Academy is the positivity and great energy of environment in the Academy. Everyone's winning. No one's putting another person down.
The energy, environment, networking, Academy dinners, the value of everything involved, obviously being around like-minded people.
So the best thing about being in the Academy is the environment, because like, say for example, if you're out in public, you're out in a random room and you're saying you've just made 100 grand on a deal, everyone's gonna be like, okay. If you come into this room and say you just made 100 grand on a deal, everyone's clapping you, everyone's trying to speak to you.
I'd like to say, Samuel, wow, you have been godsend. Absolutely a godsend, not just to me, but to absolutely everybody.
I would like to say to Samuel, look, thank you, brother. Thank you for, seeing the potential in myself.
I say, Samuel, I want to thank you so much for doing what you do. The education is literally priceless, and I say that from the bottom of my heart, literally. It's very heartfelt, the way I say that.
I can't thank Samuel enough for everything that he does for the Academy members, man.
I mean, he's given me so much guidance. Always had different ideas everywhere.